hope all is going well and you're having a beautiful, blessed day. Today, I want to start sharing with you the new sermon series that our church started this past weekend, and it is called Living in the Goodness of God. And this first sermon is called What Happens When We Forget the Goodness of God. So, there are 4 things that happen when we forget the goodness of God. Number 1, we start claiming the gifts that we have from God for ourselves. So the credit that we give ourselves is the credit that God actually deserves. For example, we start saying, "Oh, I got this job all on my own," or "I did this all on my own," which as a matter of fact, we do nothing on our own. Every good and perfect gift that we have comes from God. Thing number 2 that we start doing when we forget the goodness of God is that we stop asking for God's help. So that means we stop praying. Our prayer life becomes nothing. So we are called to pray in all things. But when we forget the goodness of God, we stop asking for Him because we start, 1, relying on ourselves, like I said in the previous point, and 2, we start believing that God doesn't care, because why would He care about our supposed little problems? The third thing that we stop doing when we forget the goodness of God is we stop trusting in Him in difficult times. So we all go through difficult times, and this pandemic time is sure one difficult time that we are all going through. If we forget the goodness of God, we will stop trusting that God knows what He's doing, because He created everything. So He has everything in His hands already. But when we stop trusting that, what comes into our life is worry. The number 4 thing that we start doing and that we become when we stop trusting the goodness of God is that we become pessimistic people. Being a pessimistic person means you're always looking at the glass half empty. You're always looking at the cloudy side of life. And you are living as if there is no hope. As children of God, we are not called to live that life. We are called to live a life of hope and of love and of knowing full well in certainty that God has our back, because He created all things and He loves us, and He only wants the best for us, His best for us. So I hope that this finds you well and that you are having a beautiful, blessed day. And I will be back in here to let you know when the blog post for these notes are up. There are many, many Bible verses in this sermon that I will share with you on my blog, and I hope that you would go check it out once it is done. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a beautiful, blessed Wednesday. Bye.